Hello, Princess, and a very warm and bright afternoon at SeaWorld. I am here just for lunch. Want to make today kind of a rest day, and I get it. On a rest day, go to the theme park, not exactly the best idea, but I am not going to do any wandering or exploring or any rides or anything like that. I'm just going to go to the festival area, try one of the things they have on the menu. Today is the last day, and that will be it for my time here. Don't know what I'm going to do next, but whatever it is, it's going to be a little bit calm. My goal today is to only walk my step goal. I still have to get the steps in, so I will somehow figure out how to get in just, I think it's 3,000 or 4,000, or maybe it's 5,000 now. I don't remember. But as soon as this little thing beeps, I am done. How's that? All right, I'm ready for lunch, so I'm going to head over and pick what I'm going to have. They are preparing for Electric Ocean. I think that's the show during Summer Nights is Busch Gardens. Either way, they are getting ready for the Summer Spectaculars, although I've never noticed this before. The top seats are covered. It's very pretty, but I am curious on how they're going to do that and why. Interesting. I don't think it was like this last year. Well, last year was a complete bust. A couple years ago, I don't recall this, but hey, I'm sure there's a plan. And oh my God, I just noticed. Would you look at this? SeaWorld has already started floating out their enormous, huge, gigantic barges for their show. Maybe this is where Disney got the idea. I'm just kidding, of course. These are actually small and reasonable and barely noticeable. Cancel harmonious. I guess I should talk fast. This is the adobo braised chicken with the yellow rice and beans and some plantains. It's been a while since I've had a plate like this, and it looked very interesting, and that's why I'm here. I did look at the menu ahead of time, so I knew what I was going to get, which made the process very, very easy. There are no trays, by the way, although probably doesn't matter since this is the last day. I'm now just outside of Shamu Stadium. It's very loud in there with the music, so I decided to just head out and let you know how the adobo braised chicken, rice and beans, and plantains were. I really enjoyed it, but I will say this, and I was chatting to a couple of the crew members about this. They were clearly not going for, haute cuisine or anything like that, but for me, it was very satisfying because it is something I haven't had in quite a while, and that's just like Cuban party food. It was exactly what I remember having so many times at so many events, and it's one of those things where when you grow up having it a lot, you just end up craving it if you don't get it in a while. So I was kind of expecting that, and I'm glad that's what it was because that's what I wanted. So for me, it was very satisfying. Other people, I don't know, it might just be chicken and rice, I don't know, but yeah, I enjoyed it for that very good reason for me. All right, I'm going to go check my pass holder benefits. I think they may have refreshed. Going to see what might be available now, and I don't know, then head out. But there is one good thing I want to talk about today. Good thing something happened that was a bit weird. Leaving, you get your food and then you pay, but they give you just a plate. And I had the plate in my hand, I had the drink in hand, and there's no place to put anything down at the cash register, so it was all very awkward. I asked the crew member, if I could just, come back after I was done when my hands are free and everything, and there's really nobody in there, so she's like, yeah, sure. So I went, I enjoyed my lunch, went back and paid and everything, and that was all worked out great. And, thank you for that. Made it much, much easier. So management, you need to give them a little table or something, or one of those rails to put food on. I mean, anyway. But that reminded me of something that I don't think we've really talked about. Maybe I've mentioned it. And that's, good people. While it is tempting, so tempting to walk around the park, maybe even take a ride on Infinity Falls, I'm going to take the shortcut over the bridge again and head out. I do have at least one more stop for a treat that I want to give myself because I can, which means no ride for me on Mako. And to be clear, I think this is shorter. I'm not exactly sure. It's probably the same. And here I am at Disney Springs for that little treat, although, well, a couple of factors going on there, but I wanted to talk to you a little bit first about the good people thing. See, the other day at one of the parks I was sitting enjoying a very refreshing beverage, and it was on just like a rock wall or something, and this lady marches up and very loudly proclaims that she's going to sit here, nobody worry, she's fully vaccinated. So I of course told her the truth about how I feel. I don't care, sit where you want, it doesn't bother me. Which is, yeah, I mean, it's been that way for quite a while for me. And she proceeded to talk about how important it is to get vaccinated and protect people because she has someone with her that needs protection. Now, remember what we talked about the other day. If this person needs protection, maybe they shouldn't be at a theme park. Now, I didn't say this, but the thing is, it's a good indication of the type of person that you're going to deal with. Now, the reason I say this in the context of good people is because the vast majority of people that you will meet and encounter and deal with are good people. And it's actually very easy to make that happen. Just don't put yourself in situations where there are crummy people to deal with. That's what I've done all my life, and I've never really had any problems. I just make sure that I only associate with good people, and yeah, I mean, it just works out. The sun came out from a cloud. Now, the reason I wanted to bring this up is because people like that are one of the reasons society today is so, I don't know, split apart, divisive, why everyone's arguing about everything. And it's because she felt the need to just broadcast what she thinks, what she expects, and more importantly, or worse, what she expects everyone else to do to satisfy her. Yeah, sorry, doesn't work that way. Now, I just kept quiet and laughed. It's usually not worth engaging these people when you can just ignore them. But the reason this encounter was such a one-off, or I really noticed it, is because, like I said, I only know good people. And good people do not need to be lectured about what's right. And this goes beyond just personal interactions. Good people don't need to be lectured by a lot of people, particularly politicians, bureaucrats, scientists, to know what the right thing to do is. We know, okay, we're smart enough, we're smarter, that's the thing, to understand situations, understand the data, make decisions for our own good and the good of those around us. We don't need people wagging their finger constantly at us, you know, telling us what's right, which is why we kind of just ignore them. They hate that, by the way, and it's awesome, but just be careful, because you're going to meet a lot of people like this, and hopefully we do a good job, raise you as a good person. You will know how to live and function in society and just be nice to people and make good decisions. And because of that, you can ignore these people. You can ignore the politicians, the scientists, the bureaucrats, all of them, because you, like me, will be able to make those choices and decisions better on your own. Great concept. Too bad I canceled Disney Plus. The thing is, Princess, today I don't feel like a particularly good person. It was supposed to be a rest day, and I really tried, but you know, things happen, and things are just so tempting, and I just couldn't. I couldn't stick to it, and today turned out to be a huge cheat day for me. I know. I really let myself down. I really tried to, stick to the numbers and stick to the plan, but sometimes it just doesn't work out, and now I feel bad. But it's okay. I mean, if you really have to know, my big oopsie was I went way over my step count. I know, it's just so easy and enjoyable, and I just love it so much that I could not contain myself. But I don't know. I was going to treat myself, and you know what? I'm going to have to now consider this treat a punishment. So this is what I'm going to do to myself. The Nutella Boston Cream Donut from Everglazed. I'm not particularly a fan of Boston Cream Donuts, but I'm thinking with the Nutella and being from Everglazed, that might push it over the edge into like territory. Maybe not very far, but I'm thinking that's going to do it.
It was a great donut, but even the Nutella and Everglazed magic could not lift it beyond a Boston cream donut. So, yeah. I mean, I'll finish it later, but I just don't like Boston cream donuts, which means, yeah, this was a pretty good punishment.
Time to head out of Disney Springs. Few too many people who shouldn't be here. Now I'm headed back after my attempted rest day. It went mostly good. You know, I hope you look out and keep the good people in your life. You know, the thing is, it's so easy to stay active around here, just doing all sorts of different things. You know, I kind of still upset at myself for not sticking to the plan and just, you know, taking too many steps and doing too many things and then having to punish myself with a donut. But that is why I am thankful for my problems.